Hello, I hope everything is fine with you. I'm really happy to find you back. Today I have a question for you. What if I would be able to bring you 3 options to transform the obstacles that you might find in your way in life into opportunities? Would you like to know more about this? I would like to read for you a message from Marc Aurèle. Give me the strength to change the things that I can change, the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, and the wisdom to distinguish one from the other. What do you think about this sentence, about this quote? For me, this quote reminds me that there is things in your outer circle that you have no power over. You can only accept them. For example, if it's raining outside, it's raining outside. What you can do about that? Nothing. On the other hand, there is things in life that you can have power over. For example, you have decided to do your sport and it's raining outside. What can you do? You can take your raincoat and decide to go whatever is the weather. The objective is to do that, to focus on what you have power over. If you don't know me yet, my name is Elodie. I'm a happiness revealer and I will help you today to find the 3 steps to transform your obstacle into opportunities. I'm gonna suggest you exercise, something that you can do every day, and I even recommend you to do that every day for this to become something like automatic. This is the way, one way for you to be able to build the capacity to transform every situation in your life into opportunities. And this is the way you're going to change your life. If we go back now to Marc Aurèle quotes, if we follow it step by step. Step 1, give me the strength to change the things that I can change. Ask yourself the question, how can I change the obstacles in front of me into opportunities before accepting them? You're not going to accept a situation if you haven't tried to change it first, right? So sometimes you feel it's to the other person to change. The problem is, if the other person is not willing to change, nothing will change, right? But if you take your responsibility and you take over the situation, you can change the situation immediately. You take the position as a leader. Get it back to our exercise. Ask yourself this question. Where do I have the power to get the result I want to get? For example, in my situation 10 years ago, I was working in a company and doing a job that I really loved. But I had an unbearable colleague that I called my poison. It was just impossible for me to work with her anymore. After a while, I've been waiting for her to quit her job, but I figured out that she will never do that. And since I didn't want to quit my job neither, we were blocked, right? And my goal was to be able to go back to the office without any stress or anxiety. I knew that I didn't have the power to change her. Basically, I realized that if I wanted to stay in this position, working into this job, I had no other option but to work on me, to ask help for me to change the situation. So I decided to take the leader role, leader position in this situation. Okay, I said to myself, what is in my power to still manage to work with her in a serenity ambience? The solution I saw was to go and ask help of a psychologist. In fact, I wanted to understand why this person had so much power on me. So in 2 words, I saw where I could influence the situation. Step 2 of this exercise is ask yourself the question, in what is this obstacle, as it is an opportunity for me? I remember during the first meeting with my psychologist, she told me, Elodie, if you succeed to manage with this issue that you're having with your colleague, she is a gift for you in your life. I didn't really understand why she was saying that. This poison in my life every day, pushing me to my limit, to be anger, to not be happy and to anxiety, how she could begin to be a gift in my life. The lesson I learned from this situation is I understand the power I could have and I can always have on a relationship just by shifting my gaze on the other person, by understanding how this person was having power over me. I realized that it was linked to the projections that I was doing on her. Like, we always have persons that are our reflection, our mirrors in lives. And she helped me to discover limiting beliefs that I had for a long time. And that's why this obstacle become an opportunity, but even more, it become an amazing way for me to grow up and to know more about myself. So going back to our exercise, take the goal you want to achieve, ask yourself where you feel that there is an obstacle. It might be an internal obstacle. You think that you're too lazy, can be too tiny, can be anything related to yourself, or an external parameters that you have no power on it. Ask yourself, what result do you want to create? So step 3 of our exercise is to list all the things you could possibly do in your power circle of control, or you have influence on circle of influence, to increase the chance of getting what you want. In this creative step, you can imagine any way, any solution. Everything is possible. At the end, among the things that you have listed, you will take one where you will take action. Take action and see if it works. If you do this exercise in these 3 steps every day, it will gradually become a reflex, like a second nature. And this is the way you will transform your life. There is no magic in it. There is kind of a gymnastic, kind of push yourself every day, when the first reflex will be to think, oh, that's an obstacle. And you think, no, that's not an obstacle. What opportunity can I see in this situation? If you succeed to do that every day, then it's like a muscle. You train your muscle to be always more effective. And that's the way you're going to change your life. You will no longer see obstacles, but only opportunities. And you will then have the power to see in every obstacle a resource for you to grow up and to go further in the way of your objective. The goal of this exercise is not to deny what is wrong on the situation, but to move from a thinking which is only based on obstacle, that is what is wrong, to enriching my thinking so that it becomes complete. And remember that most of the time you are the one who sets your limits. Just by the fact to accept and believe in the other expert, like your parents, your school teachers, your people that are surrounding you. You believe their expertise, especially when they tell you, no, you cannot do that. You're not going to be able to achieve this goal. Don't listen to them. Ask yourself the question and list the benefits of what prevents you from moving forward. Gradually, you're gonna make the experience that you can transform your limiting beliefs and prove to yourself that you can achieve what you have in mind. By training, you're gonna prove to yourself that you can have more power over how you get there. Your little challenges that you set day after day, week after week, will lead you to your happiness and to create the life that you want. So today, just remember that your superpower is to know how to focus on what is in your power. And then you will see that you will not be afraid any longer of challenges and difficulties in your life, just because you will not see them anymore as obstacles, but as opportunities. The challenge will even become your driving strength to always move forward. I hope that this video is a great help for you to grow up and to succeed to manage the difficulties, to transform them into opportunities. If you like this video, you can share it with some friends who would need to get this kind of advice, and I would be more than happy to help you going further, deeper. You can take a discovery call with the link in the bio. Thank you for listening and see you soon. Bye!